Hello, hello. This is our strength and stretch. Again, just a set of weights for total body. I'm using 8s and 12s. Go heavier, go lighter. Draw your arms out wide. Draw your knees up towards your chest. Tiny circles with your arms. Keep it going for 3, 2, last one. Draw that knee up and over to a side lunge. Press your hips back as you bend deep into that knee. One more time, each side. Coming back through center. Feet widen your hips, heels, and toes out. Deep bend, extend to both knees for 3 and 2. On the last one, hold the bend the knees, reach your arms out to a T. Reach out and tap towards the opposite inside foot. Bending and extending the knee just as we did in our side lunges. Come back to center, deep bend both your knees, hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug. As you squeeze your shoulder blades, open your arms to the sky for 3, 2, last one. Release your right knee down and tuck your right toes. Press forward into your left knee, lift your chest. Open your right hip flexor. On your next breath, draw your hips back, straighten that left leg, and then press it forward. 2 more. On the next one, hold that left leg straight, hips are back. Windshield wiper your left toe side to side. Hinge forward, frame over your left foot, bringing your forehead towards your knee. Gently rise up, release your left knee down, take a big step forward with your right foot, press into your right knee, open up your chest. Draw the hips back, straighten the right leg for 3, and bend. That's 2. And bend, last one, hold the hips back, right leg is straight, rainbow that right foot side to side, engage your right quadricep. Hold it center, stay tall or hinge forward, feeling the stretch on the back side of your right leg. Gently step your right foot down, step your left foot to meet the right forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands towards your shins. Exhale, release all the way down, slowly rise all the way up, shoulders down and back. So we've got 7 compound moves. We're going to start with my 8s. We have a squat to an overhead press. 50 seconds on the clock, 10-second breather, 4 times through. Additional 10-second breather, totaling 20 seconds after that 4th round before we move on to the next move. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Weight to your shoulders. Here we go. Deep squat. Press the arms overhead as you straighten the legs. Slow and steady. Deep bend and press. Lifting those arms directly overhead, knuckles to the sky. Wrists stay directly over your shoulders. Weights in your heels. Inhale as you come into that squat. Exhale as you rise, arms overhead. Keep it going, last 10. You've got it. For 5. That's 3. Last 2. Release it down. Shoulders up and back. 10-second breather. We're going for round 2 of 4 next. Ground through your feet, hip width apart, weights to your shoulders. Here we go. Deep squat. Press it up. Now in your squat, if you want the focus to be your glutes, hinge forward, drawing your elbows towards your knees. If you want to be more quad and hamstring focused, keep your chest elevated. Keep it going. Squat to an overhead press, deep bend, and extend the legs, extend the arms overhead. Got 10 more seconds. Last 5. That's 3. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Reset. 2 down, 2 to go. Set it up, weights to your shoulders, deep squat. Rise to press. Deep squat. Rise to press. Deep bend in your knees. Weights in your heels. Maybe so much that you lift your toes in your squat. Halfway. Almost there. Press and release. You've got 10 more seconds here. Last 5. Last 1. All right, final round. You got an extra 20-second breather at the end of this round. Set it up. Weights to your shoulders. Here we go. Deep squat and press. You've got it. Stay with it. For glutes, hinge forward, elbows to your knees. Quad hamstrings, chest lifted, glutes back. Halfway. 4th and final round here. Finishing strong. Press, stand, squat. Think of it almost like a crunch with your squat. Last 10. You've got it for 5. That's 3. Last 2. All right. We're going down to 1 weight. Next, we have alternating gorilla rows to a tricep extension. You've still got 10 seconds. Grab water at any time when you need it. So again, alternating right and left. Gorilla row, tricep extension, feet wide in your hips. Weights in your right hand. Row it up, hold that elbow lifted, extend, bend, release, switch sides. Row it up, extend, bend, and release. You're hinging forward, glutes are back. Keeping that elbow high as you extend that arm, bend it, and then release. Bringing that weight in towards your back pocket. Row, extend, bend, release. Last 5. 3, 2. All right, that's perfect. Start on the right and on the left. All right, this time we're going to start on the left. Find your stance, shoulders out and back, hinge forward, deep bend your knees, weights in your left hand. Row it up. Tricep extend, bend, and release. Switch sides. Row, extend, bend, and release. Nice, Terry. Make sure you're breathing here. Ground through all 3 points of your toes. Row, extend, bend, and release. Really squeeze that tricep as you extend that arm straight, trying to press your pinky into that wall behind you. 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. We're gonna start to the right side. Catch your breath, here we go. Hinge forward, weights in the right hand. Row it up, extend, bend, and release. Switch sides. Row, extend, bend, and release. It's a very gentle handoff, right to left. Sure you're breathing. All right, we're halfway. You've got it. Stay with it. This is round 3 of 4. Last 10. You've got it for 5. That's 3. Last 2. All right, grab water at any time when you need it. 4th and final round. Starting on the left side. We're going in 3. That's 2. Here it is. You know what that timer means. Row it up. Tricep extend. bend, and release. We're keeping that elbow to the sky as we extend that arm. Really firing up those triceps here. Draw your navel in towards your spine, up to the crown of your head. Continue to breathe. Row, extend, bend, and release. 10 more seconds. Yes, you can. Last 5. Reset. I'm gonna stick with my weights, but I grab 2 weights, 1 weight in each hand. Shoulders down and back. You still got 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna alternate with that knee up. So the first and third time, lifting the right knee. Second and fourth, with the left leg. Just bicep curls. Holding here. Single knee drive. Balancing on your core. Full extend. Full bend with those elbows. Close in towards your body. Flex your right foot. Create a micro bend in your standing left knee. That'll help with balance. Keep the gaze forward. You got less than 20 seconds to go. Full curl, full extend, so that right knee is high. All right, last 3, 2. Finish up where you're at. Set that right foot down. Shake it out. We're gonna switch sides. Right foot to your base, left knee lifts. Flex the left toes. We're holding here and breathing. Curl and extend. Bicep curl and extend. Really try to drive that left knee up towards your shoulder. Balancing entirely on that right foot. Think about spreading your right toes and then grounding into the floor or your shoes. From your big toe to your pinky, straight back to your heels. We're still curling, bicep curl, palms in towards the same shoulder, full extend. 7 seconds to go. Last 2. All right, shake it out. We're gonna do a hammer curl next. We're going back to that right knee, so palms stay in towards one another. Right knee lifts. Here we go. Thumb in towards the same shoulder. Full extend, full bend. Think full curl. You got it. Stay with it. Remember, micro bend that standing left knee. Hips are square. So if that right hip starts to lift or droop down, keep it in line with the left. Drawing your right knee up towards your chest. Maybe seeing if you can get that right knee an inch or 2 higher. Nice. 10 more seconds. Hammer curl. Full bend. Full extend. You got 3. That's 2. All right, set the right foot down. Shake it out. We're switching sides. Left knee drive, right foot to your base. Micro bend. And that left knee. Here we go. Hammer curl, palms in. And extend. Curl it in, thumbs in towards the shoulder. Elbows stay glued in towards your rib cage. As you extend those arms out straight, maybe you flex your triceps. Hammer curl and extend. Left toes are flexed. Gripping the earth with your right foot. 20 more seconds. Maybe see if you can get that left knee an inch or 2 higher. That's it, last 10, we're moving on after this. You got it for 5. Last 1. All right, release it down. I'm gonna go to my little bit heavier weight. So I'm gonna do 1 and 12-pound weight between my palm next. You still got 10 seconds. We've got an alternating reverse lunge to a wood chop. So your chop is towards that back foot. Starting with the right foot, step back, reverse lunge. Bring that weight to your right hip. Step it forward. Left foot steps back, weight to your left hip. Bring it forward. Right foot back. Lunge, chop. And center. Make sure you're stepping far back enough that your front knee is directly over your ankle. Not passing your toes. Your back knee is directly underneath your back hip. Stay with it, alternating reverse lunge. Hold the lunge. Bring that weight down towards the back hip. Bring it forward, step that back foot up. Last 3, 2, all right, shake it out. We're gonna start to the left side next. So left reverse lunge, chop to the left. Here we go. Left foot steps back, hold the lunge, chop it to the left. Bring it center, right foot back, chop it to the right. Chest is lifted here. Firing up the hamstrings, firing up your quad as you hold it in that lunge. Adding in some deep core work with your chop. Reaching that weight directly behind your hip. Maybe reaching it back towards your ankle. Knee stays forward. Keep it going. Hips are square. Last 10. Almost there. Last 1. All right, 2 down. 2 to go. Alternate reverse lunge to a chop. Here we go, right foot. Give me that chop, step it forward, left foot. Give me that chop. Bring it forward, right side. Center, left side. Keep it going. Holding that weight with control between your palms. As you step that foot back, hold it in the lunge. Deep core rotation, twist. Using that weight as resistance. And then bring it back to center. All right, finish up where you're at. We've got 1 more round. Starting on the left side, into. Next one, we're moving on after this. Reverse lunge hold, give me that wood chop, bring it back to center. You're already 10 seconds down. Stay with it. Slow, steady, and controlled. Chop with a lunge. Going. Almost there. All right, you got 7 seconds. All right, finish that where you're at. We're switching it up and doing lower body only next. Of course, some core is always involved. Grab your set of heavies, you still got 7 seconds. We have a deadlift to a suitcase squat. So feet are hip width apart, toes slightly turned out, flat the weight down the front of your shins for a deadlift. Rise up, chest elevated, bring those weights to the outside of your shins, maybe toward your ankles, and lift. Alternating, deadlift to a squat. Back remains flat. In your deadlift, reaching down, pressing your glutes to that imaginary chair. Chest lifted as you come into your suitcase squat. almost there. Last 3, 2. All right, take it out. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's start with the suitcase squat. Feet are still hip width, toes slightly turned out, shoulders down and back, weights by your side. Here we go, hinge forward. Rise up. Hinging at your hips for your deadlift. And rise. Your suitcase squat. You want to get more into those glutes because the deadlift and that squat that we started with doesn't have your bones already on fire. Hinge forward. In that suitcase squat, if you want more of those quads and your hamstrings, keep your chest lifted. No matter what you're doing for your suitcase squat in your deadlift, keep your knees directly where they are when you started. As you bend your knees, you're pressing your hips back, running through your heels. All right, finish up where you're at. 50 seconds, like fly. 2 down, 2 to go. Let's start back with those deadlifts. Here we go. Reach down and lift, squeezing your glutes in between. Alternating deadlift to a suitcase squat. Got it. Stay with it. You're already 20 seconds down for this round. Remember, weights in your heels. In your suitcase squat, find something to fixate your point on. In your deadlift, you're hinging. Your gaze follows your hinge, protecting your head, neck, and shoulders and your spine. Last 10. You've got it for 3, 2, last 1. All right, 4th and final round here. Starting with deadlifts, shoulders down and back. Here we go. Reach it down. Rise up, chest lifted or hinging forward in your suitcase squat. And lift right back into your deadlift. In your deadlift, squeeze your glutes. Feel that stretch in the back side of your legs. So your glutes, from the base of your glute, down your hamstring. Keep it going. Should feel more in your quads with your suitcase squat. Even more so if you're staying upright. Last 5. Last 2. All right, I'm going down to slightly lighter weights next. We've got some core, got some lower body, and we've got some shoulders. Still got 10 seconds. All right, I'm grabbing my 8s. Bring your feet together. Lateral lunge to a bent fly. Elbows by your side. Here we go. Right lunge. Bent fly, lift and lower. Step it in. Left lunge. Bent fly, lift and lower. Step it in. Step it to the right. Hold that right knee bent. Lift and lower. Now, if it's not comfortable doing a bent fly in that lateral lunge, that's okay. Give me a bent fly at the top. Release it down. Lateral lunge, reach. Back to center, bent fly. Lower down, left lunge. All right, we got 15 seconds to go. Bent fly in your lateral lunge or at the top. Last 2 and 1. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. Let's start to the left side next. Here we go. I'm going to do the first 2 rounds with my bent fly center. Then my last 2 rounds, I'll go back from the top with my bent fly and that lateral lunge. If you're giving me a bent fly at top, reach down, frame that knee, frame that chin, maybe that ankle in your lateral lunge. 20 seconds to go. Elbows bent at 90 in your bent fly. Nice work, Terry. 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2. All right, shoulders down and back. Starting back to the right. Here we go. Elbows at 90. Lateral lunge. Back fly. Lower. Step it in. Left lunge. Hold it here. Back fly. Lower. Step it in. Pressing those glutes back as you hold in that lunge. That bent knee. Maybe check down. Make sure it's not passing your toes. You're firing that outer glute, the inner and outer thighs with your lateral lunge. Of course, you got shoulders with your bent fly. Lift and lower, last 7. You've got it for 3. That's 2. All right, we're gonna start to the left side for our last round. All right, elbows at 90. Here we go. Left lateral lunge. Bring it in. Give me that bend fly at the top or in your lunge. Your choice. No matter where you are adding that bend fly in, make sure that your shoulders are relaxed down from your ears. Elbows lifting to shoulder height. Palms down. Palms resume back towards one another with your elbows bent as your elbows hug in towards your rib cage. Last 5, 3, 2. All right. I'm gonna go heavy weights next. We're just gonna be standing. We're not moving our feet. We've got obliques next. We still got 10 seconds. This is our final move. One weight in each hand. Shoulders down and back. Zip your feet together. Reach your right arm long. Come to center. Left arm long. Back center. This is it. Side to side. So as you reach that same hand down towards the hip, your thigh, your knee, reaching for that ankle, you're crunching that oblique. You are also stretching that oblique that you just worked. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Top shoulder stacks directly over the bottom. 10 more seconds here. Nice, Terry. Engaging the core, reaching and lifting for 3. Last 1. All right, we're gonna start to the left side. For more of a challenge, zip your feet together. You can also widen your stance to add more stability. Here we go, crunch to the left. Back to center, crunch to the right. Back to center. Making sure you're not rolling forwards or backwards. Slow, steady, controlled movements. Reach and lift. Crunch, reach and lift. Imagine that your body is between 2 panes of glass. You're not able to roll forwards or backwards, only side to side. Last 5. You got it for 3. That's 2. All right. 2 down. 2 to go. We got this. Starting to the right side. Here we go. Reach it down. Lift. Crunch, reach. And lift. Side to side. Gently gazing forward. Relaxing your forehead. Relaxing your jaw. Side Side to side. Got it. Less than 10 here. Finishing round 3, stronger than the last. Last one. All right, this is it. 4th and final round. We got this, Terry. We're starting to the left side. Shoulders down and back. It already hurts. Over to the left, center. Over to the right, back to center. Maybe see if you can reach an inch further each time. And just think, you're not just crunching deeper on that side, you're also stretching deeper as well. Keep it going. Side to side. All right, we've got 15 seconds to go, and then we're stretching. You've got it. Reach, lift, reach, and lift. Last 2. All right, set those weights down gently. Grab water if you need it. Maybe stepping those feet side to side, roll your shoulders up and back. For the next one, roll your shoulders up and forward, big circles. One more. Ground through your feet, bump your hips side to side, cross your right arm across your body for a bicep stretch. Inhale, open your arms out to a T, circle your wrists. Continue to bump the hips, draw your left arm across your body. Stretch the left bicep. Arms out to a T, circle your wrists. Inhale, arms overhead. Ground through your hips, bend the right elbow using your left hand, lift your chest for a tricep stretch on the right side. For the exhale, inhale, arms overhead, circle your wrists. Bend your left elbow using your right hand, tricep stretch on the left side. One more breath. Reach your arms to the sky, circle your wrists, toe feel your feet under your hips. Stagger your right foot back, allow your left hand to grab your right wrist. Side bend to the left, bump your hips to the right. Lean your upper body back, gently gazing under your right arm. Feel a stretch all along the right side body. From your right ankle all the way to your right pinky nail. Inhale back to center, right foot under your hip, circle your wrist. Stagger your left leg behind the right, small curtsy. Right hand grabs left wrist, side bend to the right, bump your hips to the left. Now lean your body back and gaze under your left arm. Then that deepening sensation all along the left side body. Inhale back to center, arms overhead, left foot under your left hip. Toe heel your feet once again wider than your hips. Allow your toes to point in, heels out, arms out to the horizon. Find your hands behind your back, puff out your chest, gaze up, look up. With your chest still puffed, hinge forward, pressing your hips back. Wide-legged forward fold. Release all the way down. Option to keep your arms binded or release them at any time. If your arms are still binded, gently release them down to the floor. Grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. If your forehead or your arms are gently dragging, toe heel your feet slightly closer together. Gently sway side to side, releasing your lower back. Legs remain straight, grounding through the outer point of each foot. Gently sway back through center, release your hands to the floor. Walk your hands through your heels, palms facing down, fingertips away from the crown of your head. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. Gently release your hands back under your forehead. Walk your hands over to your right foot, left hand on the floor, your ankle, your thigh. Reach your right arm to the sky. Deep twist. Gazing up or down. Gently release your right hand to meet the left. Pivot your right toes out to 45. Bend into your right knee for 3. And 2. On the last one, hold the bend into the knees. Pivot your left foot to the same direction as your right. Left hand on the inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm to the sky, runner's lunge. Draw your left heel towards the floor and then rock forward to your toes. One more time. Come back to the ball of your left foot. Plant your right hand down. Walk your hands towards your midline. Pivot your right toes in along with your left. Come back to your wide-legged forward fold, maybe swaying. Maybe just staying completely still. If you're swaying, come back to center. Walk your hands over to your left foot, right hand on the floor, your ankle, your thigh, left arm to the sky, deep twist, gazing up or down. Gently release your left hand to meet the right. Pivot your left toes out to 45, bend into your left knee for 3. And 2. Last one, hold the bend into your left knee. Pivot your toes to face your left foot, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Twisted lunge. Rock forward to your toes or your back foot, and then draw your heel closer to the floor. One more time. Release your left hand down. Walk it back to center. From here, toe heel your feet under your hips. Release your hands toward your thighs. Soft bend your knees. Slowly rise all the way up. Shoulders up and back. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Bind your hand on your right shin. Point flex, circle out your right ankle. Glute stretch for the right side. Release your right foot down. Circle out your right ankle. Switch directions. Draw your left knee into your chest. Bind your hand on your left shin. Drive that knee into your chest. Circle out your left ankle. Wiggle your toes. Release your left foot. Circle out your left ankle. Come back to center. Draw your right heel in towards your glutes. Keep your right knee in line and under your hip. Maybe you want to draw that right leg back for a quad stretch. Release your right foot, circle it out. We're going to switch sides. Draw your left heel in towards your glute. Bring that left knee directly under your left hip, not to open it out to the side. Stay here, draw that left leg back. Deeper quad stretch. Release that left leg, circle it out. Widen your stance, nice big inhale. And exhale one more time. And release. Fantastic work today. Thank you so much for joining.